everyone, Mohammed here from Ace. Welcome to another video. So today I wanted to discuss, should you get yourself a pre-built, custom built, or just build your own PC? Now, in my opinion, the best way to get the best value for your money is by going with a self-built system. That is just always the way it's been. And then if you want convenience, it's always been go for pre-builts. And if you want a bit of both, you could go for custom PC. Sometimes custom vendors do end up charging a lot more because they offer custom cases or they have really good build quality. But what I'm here to discuss is here now in 2021, sorry. Which one should you get? Which one is the best possible kind of value, I guess you could say. Now, so to start off with, I guess our business, custom PCs, what we do. So basically, how this works for us is we get an order, the customer would pay, we get all the parts and build them the PC to what they wanted, what they wanted for their budget. Or so we would generally discuss it with the customer first and try and truly make it a custom PC experience, a PC tailored to that person, not just any random old PC, just a bunch of parts all together for your budget or whatever. In my opinion, what we do is actually pretty good. Altogether, labor is usually just 50 euros. Usually, if you're going for a really budget system, we try to bring it down maybe to 20, 25. Seeing as though budget systems do require a lot more percentage of the budget to be allocated. Now, as I said, we are a custom tailor-built PC company. So, what we like to do is we always discuss it with our customers, show them what the case will look like, tell them the parts that are going to go into it, and I'm going to tell them future upgradability. What's it going to be like? Is it going to be good? Is the power supply you're going to be getting decent enough for an upgrade to like a 30 series card whenever they become available? Or if you want to upgrade, let's say you built Ryzen 3 3100 and RX 580 build. We built it for you, and we'll tell you, okay, this 650 watt power supply, it is good for an upgrade. You can upgrade it to a 3070 actually if you wanted, but that would also need, but we would recommend CPU upgrade to them because of the bottlenecks that are with it. So basically, we really do. I can't talk. We really do try tell our customers everything and just get them as well acquainted with their PC as possible and make it a truly tailored experience. Now, with that out of the way, value is something I think, in my opinion, we are good for. As I said, 50 euros of labor and then postage on top of that. Postage is included in all of our prices, unless you specifically say please don't include postage, then that's fine with us. So postage is usually around 16 euro if you live in Ireland. I think in the UK it's actually gone up quite a lot now. So if you are from the UK, I'm not going to say don't buy from us, because that won't be the best thing to say, but it's not as recommended to buy from us because shipping does cost quite a bit. Now, anyways, off to pre-builts. Pre-builts usually are built in a mass production line, like with companies like Lenovo or Dell, something, and usually cable management and all simple stuff usually is not handled very well. You'll have cables kind of just in the case. I mean, if you are going to buy a prebuilt like that, there is a really high chance you're not even going to open it ever. So if you're buying like an Alienware PC, a PC from Dell, you have to be careful what you buy, because sometimes you're not really getting good value. For example, we've seen with Linus's video where Dell was actually not a very good performer for the price, and their customer service was not very good either. They always try to upsell you, these big companies. They always try to upsell you. I'm sorry if I keep repeating Dell, because that's the first one that comes in mind, but they always try and upsell you some sort of, oh yeah, here's a 10-year warranty, just pay us like 50 euros extra. So if there is a bit of inconvenience with it, but you don't have to build it yourself. You don't have to discuss it with the company itself. You don't have to really intervene at all. You're just there, hey, I want this PC, I want to build like this, yes, give me that. It's just a quick, simple buying a PC off of them, but problems with them is upgradability. With Dell especially, again, some Lenovo as well, I'm pretty sure do this as well, where you just cannot upgrade it from the socket that it's in. For example, they would also give you 1 stick of RAM as well. That is something, it just gets on my nerves. Why do you have just 1 stick of RAM? Especially when they have so much deals cut off with them, because they're such big companies. Why do they have to give you 1 stick of RAM? Cut costs by like 10 euro maybe? It's not really worth the performance in my book, because dual channel is a pretty big deal now. Upgradability, sorry, back to upgradability. You usually only have like 2 slots for the RAM, sometimes 4 if you're lucky. Motherboards are usually proprietary motherboards, so you cannot upgrade the motherboard at all. Power supplies, sometimes the same thing. Sometimes you can get a regular ATX power supply, but most of the time it is a proprietary power supply. The motherboard has proprietary power supply connections, and you just cannot upgrade anything. If you want to slap in a new GPU, I think you might be able to. I think that's one of the things you are able to slap in a new GPU. But again, upgradability is the biggest thing about these pre-builts that I just don't like. And then last of all, building a PC yourself. This just offers usually the best value. If you're smart about it, if you use your head, check out the best value parts possible at the time that you're going to purchase the PC. Of course, prices do fluctuate a lot of the time, like not a bit, like a lot of the time they do fluctuate. It's like 1 month you have one processor that is definitely the best bang for buck processor there is, and then the price goes up because so many people want it. For example, the Ryzen 5 3600, the price was 200, it went down to 150, then back up to 200 again. Just why? It's pretty disappointing for the 3600, but you do get to personalize your PC in any way you want. You can do whatever you want to it, but there is also the problem that comes with it of what if you're not experienced enough? What if you want to buy these products but you don't know if they're good value or not, and just go for whatever people say is good? For example, you might know someone who's like, oh yeah, this Intel processor is fantastic, don't go for the AMD one, or this AMD processor is fantastic, don't go for the AMD one. That is not exactly the case. You have to look at the value per performance, value per euro, value per dollar, like value performance per dollar. is what you're looking for. With the 3600, it used to be really good. The 10400F has fantastic price and performance. You can't overclock it. Really, the only thing is about building your own PC is the experience, and you need to know what parts to get. Because let's say you just get any old AM4 motherboard, let's say an A320 motherboard, and you're planning on overclocking, and because maybe, let's say you're not experienced, you find out, where's the overclocking part? Where's that gone? And then you search it up, and then you look up, oh, I bought the wrong motherboard. It's a bit like that with Intel currently, especially now. Overclocking and things it's limited to the high-end motherboards. So I think that kind of wraps it up here. So if you want to go for the best possible value and you have the knowledge to do so, you should definitely go and build your own PC. If you don't have the knowledge to build your own PC, but you want to know more about PCs, you want someone to sell you a PC that you can upgrade in the future, you can learn with it, I don't know how to express this, like, you kind of get taught, like, okay, this is a really good processor for the money, you can upgrade it to another higher end processor along the way, or you can upgrade your graphics card from, let's say, an RX 6800 to 6900 XT, or a 3080 if you want. And I think the best option then is to go with us personally. We do tend to talk to our customers a lot, tell them as much as possible about their PC, how it's going to perform, what they're going to expect out of the processor, the GPU, cooling, the PSU even, the motherboard compatibility with other future CPUs, the case, is the airflow good in the case, would you like aesthetic over performance for a case, or would you rather a mix of both? We do offer as much information as possible. So if you do want to go down that route, yes, I 100% think you should buy from us if you are in Ireland or the UK. Now, last of all, the pre-builts. I usually have a problem with pre-builts because the lack of quality. It's either lack of quality or lack of value. There are some vendors who get it just right, and they give you 2 sticks of RAM, they give you decent cooling, they give you really good parts for the price. And I think if you do end up buying a pre-built, you should not go for companies like Dell or Lenovo and get like a bunch of bloatware on the PC that you don't want. I think if you were I say to go for other slightly smaller brands. Check with NZXT and their build, the NZXT build. I think it's a fantastic thing, and they tell you the performance you're gonna get. So basically, it's a bit like a custom PC thing, but like you're not really talking to them or anything. You're just, okay, cheapest components that will give me this much FPS in this game. Don't care about anything else. You got the NZXT build, and they tell you exactly what it is, and I like that. So I guess that wraps it up. If you're gonna go for a pre-built, don't go for the big companies. Don't do it. Unless you're like a big fan of Alienware. I mean, it's your money really, not mine. So all in all, I do recommend you go for smaller companies. Out of all those three, I think a balance in the middle is perfect. I think to either go for NZXT build, or for us, I think in my opinion we offer better value than NZXT build. Just me though, I might be a bit biased, but if you want to check us out, I'm gonna have our Instagram down below. You can DM us if you wanna talk about what we see going on. So thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos in the future, just discussing general PC things, and I think we might do news in the future. We might do news. It's cool. So see you guys next video.